Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I'm going to show you a couple things. I'm going to show you how to cut down the big paper. And I'm also going to start working on, this is actually the book that I'm going to be using for this journal and using the pages from the other book. So these aren't like super bright colored pages. So I think hopefully these papers are going to work. We'll find out. I'll switch them out if I have to, but you know, I was going with an idea and hopefully that idea helps. My hair is kind of flyaway right now and bugging me. All right, so if you've already seen this part, you can just skip to where I start picking the pages. I mean, you know, I'm taking it apart. I'm going to show you how I take it apart. I know I've done that recently, but in case this is the first video someone's ever seen looking for how to do a little golden book, this is what I do. I take my heat gun and I heat up the glue. And you kind of have to get it nice and hot. Don't put your fingers in there yet. I just kind of go up and down a couple times so that it will get loosened up, all loosey-goosey. Sometimes you can get a little corner up. And then, once the glue gets heated up, don't burn yourself. Please don't burn yourself. Sometimes you gotta come back, then aim the gun away, pull. When it starts to be hard to pull, just add a little more heat. Because once the glue gets softened up, it's actually pretty easy. And once you can get a corner up, that helps. There we go. Oh, I don't want that to tear. I want it to kind of come up in one piece. Get the edge. That will help you. And then come on the other side. Once again, don't burn yourself. Just kind of, you probably don't want to get too close, but I usually get pretty close. I'm just saying, be safe. Do what I say, not what I do. I have it pretty close, but also, you know, I'm moving it when I go to touch it. Oh, see, here we go. There we go. It's up. Easy peasy. And then you just need to have something pointy to pull up the staples. A butter knife works. I've used a butter knife. I've just got tweezers here for now. Once I get this one up, I will pull that staple out and then move to the other one. Because if I leave these poking up and move to the other one, you know what's probably going to happen? I'm probably going to stab myself. How do I know this? Because I've done it. So I'm going to use the flat part of this and push the staple. Usually is what I try to do. Like if you only have a butter knife, that's what you can do. Or grab onto it and just push. Because once I can get some space in here, I can, yeah, once I get enough room under there, I can just go ahead and use my pliers, and pull it right out. Simple, easy peasy. And just do that with both staples. I just do one at a time, because once you poke yourself with heavy duty staples, you don't want to do it again. I'm here to help you from getting poked with staples, just saying. You don't want your hand too close if you're trying to push it down with a flat object, because whoops, and then it'll come back up. Because it may slip and you'll poke yourself. Oh, that's why. I'm going to turn on my other light and see if that helps with making it feel a little bit less dark at the moment. For some reason, when it's sunny outside, see it push through, and now I can grab it and get it out pretty easily. In the past, I just used a butter knife, and once I got these up and poked up a little bit, stick the butter knife through there and pull up. I know I have a butter knife in my studio somewhere because I left it in here to be my art butter knife. But you know, let's see, did that help any? It's a little lighter. It's a little bit lighter. Alright, so now I have my cover and my pages. I've already measured my pages. I know what size the pages are because, you know, I have more than one little golden book. And if you watched the last video, you saw me do some gel plate printing. I know some of you are very worried about how grungy they look. It'll work out in the end. I know it will. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I'm not married to these. I mean, they'll go in something somewhere. I'll just, doesn't have to be the Bambi journal. All right, I'm setting this to the side. But this is what the pages are going to end up being, pages that are the same size as the little golden book pages. But here's the problem. The big papers don't fit in the cutter, but that's okay. These smaller papers that I'm only cutting one page out of, let me get out of the way for a second. I fold these like a hamburger. So the short side, I fold and just kind of fold it down the middle. Try to have it somewhat straight. If you line up your, like if your paper has straight edges, which this paper supposedly started out at least with straight edges on that side, then you just line those up and then you'll have it be fairly straight. Oh my goodness, I did not put my paints away. And the only reason I remembered to clean my stamps is because I was watching my video last night to make sure I don't say anything too embarrassing. And I was like, oh no, I forgot to clean my stamps. So I ran downstairs, cleaned my stamps. They were still wet because I had those paper towels were like good and soaked. I need to put these paints in something, but I want to keep them separate from, I don't want to put them in Gen Pop yet because I want to have these colors available for the journal because they're colors I used and I may want to use them again. So, all right. So for the smaller paper, I only need one page from it. I folded it along the short part of the paper. And then I'm going to turn this. I don't need my bearings right now. You guys. Oh, sorry. I'm hitting the microphone and putting stuff right behind the microphone is probably making noise. Sorry about that. What can I do? I just need a little space. More space for more paper. Alright, so I folded it in half. So now I'm going to take my folded edge and just kind of make sure that this part's going to be more than the 8 inches is all. So I'm just kind of, but I know I have plenty of space because my gel plate was 10 inches this way. So I'm just kind of cutting off the bottom. And then I'm going to flip it this way. And for a little golden book, the height is 1.5 lines under the 8. Yeah, that specific. So it's like 6.5/8. I don't know. You could do 6/8. It's okay. Which would be 3/4. It's not 3/4 though. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 7.25/8. That's what it is. Let's go be weird. But and then the width when it's folded is 6.5 plus 1/8. So that's 6 5/8. There we go. That makes sense. And that gives me the size page I want. And having it cut down, it's still grungy, but a little bit less crazy than when it was giant. Okay. Now for the giant paper where I'm going to get 2 pages out of this, I'm going to fold it like a hot dog roll. That's a hot dog and hamburger folding. We're folding it along the longest part of the paper, and you just kind of line it up, try to get it straight. You don't have a lot of leeway going this way. Whoops. Need a little straighter than that. Okay. You have about 1 inch on each end. So if you have like an end that doesn't have a lot going on, like I do want to make sure I cut off this little bit right here because it's just like plain. Here is fine. So I will probably just start on, just going to crease it a little bit. I'm like, what the heck is that? What is that? It looks really weird upside. Oh, it's the poppy, but there's like, this is what I'm seeing. It's freaking me out. Okay. Which end? That's the end that I'm going to put on this end because it will be the end to end. So 1.5 little lines, 7.5/8 for the height. So this, so I'm putting the folded edge at the top and doing the height of my page while either my husband or my dad makes tons of noise. I think it's both of them. All right, and then 6 5/8. So now my fold is on this side. You don't want to cut off your fold. And cut that. And make sure the fold is on the left. 6 5/8 would be the page size that I need. Okay, I just need that to be a little bit. 6 5/8. 1/2 plus two ticks. 1/2 and 2 ticks. If your cutter has that many ticks. I'm gonna have some ticks after doing all this cutting. All right, and then someone is a little confused about if I keep the pages in order, how I keep the pages in order. The only way to keep your pages in order is to do at least 2 signatures. You can do other signatures in between, but 2 of your signatures will have the storyline. Now, if you want your storyline to stay in order, you would just put your papers on the outside and you could just keep this in order. But a lot of people like to put things in between. Like here, I could definitely put something in between because these are 2 different story pages. These I would be less likely to, just because it'll be okay. They're just looking on from the side. They can look on from the side around other pages. I don't know about that one. What about this one? That's 2 different, and that's 1. I don't know. It's up to you if you want to split those up or not. I might, just because. And so that would be 1 signature, and this would be the other signature. So I keep them in order. If you are worried that your papers are going to get out of order when you're picking papers, just put a little pencil, just mark 1. At least mark like the first 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of like the main big pages, and that will help keep them in order. Or you can put 1A, 2A, 3A, 1B. That way you know first signature, second signature. Mark however you need to. Ooh, I kind of like, which means I'll need to do something on the other side of this, but I kind of like that, like, or that, I don't know, one of these I liked next to here. I thought that was pretty. So now I just kind of go through and I'm like, okay, what do I like around, with these? That I'm probably gonna keep. Now this one, if I split those up, I think it'll be all right. I'll split those up. All right. Now, I don't mind going a little darker on this page because that other page, there you go. So you can do like bright green on this page. And then this side, we've got some oranges and purples, but also it's a little dark. This actually might, how would that be? Where are we at this side? Let's have that squirrel. Whoops. So this is kind of red, and he's got kind of like reddish brown. No, I think I'll switch them. Do it this way. I know, that's dark, putting the red where the deer are getting shot. Maybe not that page. We've got other pages to choose from. Those are not our only pages. We made tons. That will go in the second signature for sure. All right, see, this could be interesting just because I know some of you thought these were way too grungy, but because we've got some purple tones over here and it's like a braille sheet with some stamping on it. I don't hate that. All right, in the middle, let's go to the middle. I love this foresty. This is like some of my favorite right there. And in the middle, we've got some bright green, happy, young, growing children. Let's go with bright and happy. I think that might go in the second. There's a lot of ice and water in the second one, is the thing. What's this one? It's grungy, but I like the flowers. Yeah, time will tell. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this one. Back to this one that I said no to, and now I'm not. Or this one. Here we go. That is a nice, it's grungy but still bright. Nope, that's got the watery bits. I want that in the middle. That's not necessarily, all right, so we're doing this one. The bright green and then we got the green blue over here. And you want anything in the middle of that? What do you have? Okay. And then when we go to the next signature, these are not the only papers I'm putting in. So now he's in the cold. He's sad and in the cold. It's winter. There we go. It's blustery, windy. That goes really nicely there. And then, well, he's talking to him, so I don't want to split them up necessarily. And that I don't want to split up either. So go to the next page. What's the other side? Oh yeah, I can totally split those up. I like when there's ones, but there's lots of browns on here. And now you know why there's so much brown in this. And this, what happened with this journal and why there's so many browns. Ooh. Blues. What's over on this side? And in the middle, I still might split them up. Just because we have a lot of orange back there. So this grungy piece here. And then we have that grungy piece in the middle, which I might add stuff to it. Plus, once you add pockets and stuff, it helps a little bit. Kind of like that there, though. How does that look on this side? I'm going to turn it over so the brown is on this side, and the, like this tree here, almost kind of goes with that though. Is how I'm seeing it. And then that's the happy. What I might do here, it's not as much purple in here as I thought there was. I know there's like purple here and there, but also oh, this was the one that had the red. Oh no, this is a different one. Let's see. I mean, I could, if I don't want the blue on this side, I could always fold this in, or just fold, what do I like over here? Something, kind of like this here. This that has that vibrant orange there. So I could just kind of fold that over there. And I might fold it different than it is because I don't necessarily or I can make it a flip out too. I mean, I could just have it be a flip out. And just kind of tear that down. Andrea, don't you dare. Okay, I think he forgets that I'm recording. They're silly. He's on the phone with his girlfriend. Of course he's on the phone with his girlfriend. When is he not on the phone? Alright, I need a little space on that side or it's going to get kinda, or I go to the end. I don't know. I'm going to go to the end, and that way, if I need to cut it down, I will, but if I don't need to cut it down, then I won't. That's all. But where this works great over here, was it this one? Or was it this one? I don't remember. Do you guys remember? I think it's that one. Doesn't work as great over here, so I'm just gonna make it that. And then this could just be, well, I could attach it like that and then I don't have to cover any of this green piece, which I love. I love the green piece. And then I would add some, well, once I get, oh wait, hold on, I have some already made. These I think are the size of, they might be actually a little bit big. Nope. So a long time ago I dyed some legal size papers and cut them down to size, and so that is nice, and it will help kind of break up if I have like two painty pages in the middle. it'll break that up. And then I can put, oh, they're blue. I've got blue over here. Oh. This one will work because I also got brown on it. Yeah, I like that. And it works over there too. I love it when a plan comes together. And one of these would kind of break up what's happening in here, so that I could put another painty paper in the middle, and maybe this time it will be a happy, slappy purple paper. I'm not sure if the purple papers are going in there. Or, let's see, what have we got in here? Oh, this one's double-sided, sort of. So that makes a nice middle. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't necessarily like those two together, so this will help. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will probably add a 12. Sometimes if I'm not, and some of these pages apparently are not cut down, but they're big enough. So this is what it looks like. That's the legal size, not cut down. When I cut it down, it'll be great. I should cut them down and then put them in. All right, so that is one of the signatures. Where's the other signature? Good question. There it is. Whoops. I think I hit y'all. All right. So you can see that the story's in order, even if there's like some pages in between. The story is still in order. Most of my pages go to the end. Some of them, they weren't quite long enough. I can add something, because some people don't like the layered look. Some people like for all their pages to end at the same spot. Don't they, Auntie Barb? I know some of these people. I know one of these people. So this is the way you can do it. You just if you have a book that's bigger than pages normally are, then that is a good way to do it. All right, that'd be a good in between. There's a happy, snappy kind of a page in the middle there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. I'm going to put this one on the outside. And then I just need one more on this. Well, I would like one more on this side, just for it to be even. Let's see, that would be good next to a... So the ones that thought it was too grungy, you'll have to let me know. Is it too grungy? Or are you liking it a little bit better now that it is, you have to put this page, I mean, that's just a gorgeous, ooh, you know where that page should go? Where's that, where it was the, is it fire? Maybe we want this page here instead. How does that look on that side? This is cool. I like how that all turned out. Maybe not there. Wasn't there a, well, seems like there was a page with more orange on it. Oh, but that one with the tree. There was, but also it goes with the tree. So, you know, me and my indecisiveness. Oh, there's the fire. I knew there was fire in here somewhere. Maybe that there. What was on the other side? Oh, that's I think what I was thinking of, but I didn't want to split that one, probably. Not really. But what I can do is make it into a pocket on each side. Like fold it over and have it be like a top pocket, and then you see some of the, I might do that. I'm going to go ahead and fold it so I remember that's what I was thinking. And I might cover the orange on this side though. Like this orange here, I might cover with something else. Just to make it make sense. All right, I'm gonna cut down the papers that are too big. And yeah, we can put the B in there. I think it's a little tough spot. But B for Bambi, right? Are there any spaces where I have two colored pages together, two painty papers together? Well, switch it for this one. All right, so yeah, hopefully I went a little bit slower this time and did a little bit better explaining. So now if I just do these two signatures, when you look through it, you're gonna see the story in order. It might not be all together, but it is in order if you wanted to be able to still read the story. It's still all in order. And in order to keep it in order, you have to have a minimum of 2 signatures. If you like a big, chunky little golden book, you can have these be the first 2 signatures and add 2 more signatures at the end. Or you can do a signature on the front and a signature on the back that don't have the story, or you can do story, no story, story, no story, or story, no story, story, depending on how many signatures you want. Just only 2 signatures are going to have your story in it in order to keep it in order. That's all. And I'm able to keep the length of my pages because when I do my journal cover, I keep this foldy piece. And the way I keep that is I just put some tape on there that kind of makes it not bend so much. And I have paper tape that I get from the Dollar Tree to do that. And I have tried masking tape. It works okay. Well, actually I used, wasn't even masking tape. It was painter's tape. And I'm just wondering what happened to my other tape. Here it is. But this is my favorite tape to get, and I just get this at the Dollar Tree. At least that's where I've got it in the past. I got to go to the Dollar Tree tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow somewhere, so I'm like, I got to go to the Dollar Tree and get some more of this tape. It's just packing tape, and I've lost the stick on that one end, so the stickiness, I should say. And I just make sure I go over that, this little fold right here. I go over that like at least 1 millimeter. To about where the edge of that golden book thing is, really. And it's going to show more on the back than the front, which gives it even more sturdiness on the back. But that's because I don't want to cover my front with this ugly. It gets covered with fabric in the end. So it's all good and fine. And then you just cut that off. Like I said, it's going to get covered with fabric in the end. And now if you push it and try to bend it, it will bend, but it's sturdy enough for our purposes. For our purposes, it's good. Okay. So that is what I do to keep the length of my book. A lot of people, at least in the past, have cut that off. Stephanie at Coffee Paper Scissors, when she's made hers, she usually like puts a little piece of cardstock there and there, and then adds tape. So, oh my goodness, he's so loud. Can you guys hear my son? He's on the phone with his girlfriend. She hasn't been home in several weeks, so I know he misses her like crazy. She's at college. She's getting her, well, she got her bachelor's degree at the community college, and now she's going for her next degree in case you're all wondering, forensics. She's gonna work for the police someday. And yeah. So how are we on time? We can go ahead and pick our fabric. I will usually pick fabric for the outside based on the cover. So let me go grab my fabric. Also, I need to get a baby wipe. So there's like some marks on here that apparently I did not clean this off yet. Here's my fabric. I did scrub it. I scrubbed it. Those are stains. They're not coming off apparently. So if you don't want to do painty papers and just want to use scrapbook paper is almost long enough. It's long enough to make it pretty. Ooh, I know that's blue and that's green on there, but it's a lot of green, so I kind of want to, it works with the bunny, and then it would also work on the back, which is very pink and has some blue. And sometimes I will do more than one fabric. So we have the pink flowers, and sometimes I'll do different on the inside than the outside, so we'll see. Ooh, we also have this, it's a little too bright. Oh, okay, so what you can do, ooh, that's nice. Do we like it with that poking out, or do we like it with that poking out? Or do we like just one? Those are options. Okay, I'm gonna finish my thought, I promise. Or I'm gonna forget any second now. Sorry, I'm like, if I do it on the spine. So you could take your book to the craft store and pick your scrapbook papers, you know, when they're on sale. Like when they're like 4 for $1, 5 for $1, 10 for $1. I don't know. Watch for sales. Sales are awesome. Then you can go and just take the book with you and find pages that will work. And then you go to the fabric section and find, oh, that's pretty too though. What if we do that with the green and yellow? It's a lot of green. That's my problem. Is I don't think the blue works as well. And so yeah, you take your journal to the store, pick out your papers, pick out your fabric, and then you can just get, you know, as much fabric as you're going to need. If you want to do the spine and a fabric flip and some ruffles, half a yard will probably be enough. Hopefully, I don't know. You have to kind of eyeball it maybe. Okay, but we got to remember that the back is freaking pink. I mean, I could use the back off another book. Is potential, but that's kind of a bright yellow. Nope, not liking those. So yeah, if you're making a golden book and you don't have all the supplies to do the paints and the inks and whatnot, because like for the Imagine journal that's coming up, I'm going to use inks for that, because that's got a lot of pastel-y colors. And so I'm going to do resist technique on the gel plate with some of my stencils and whatnot, and see how that works. Let's see. Oh, we have this yellow too, which is a smaller pattern. Do we have another blue? That's too dark probably. I don't mind it being dark. Too bad I don't have something with, let's see, gray. I haven't thought about gray. Remember when yellow and gray were a thing? Because he's gray, there's like a shadow of gray. His shadows are kind of gray. Not colorful and bright enough for a... This is my favorite. This came from my gram. It's not the right green though, but I love that piece. What about this yellow? Just because polka dots are fun. It's a decent yellow, but well, it's not horrible with the pink, especially if I did like a little bit of blue peeking out. Whoops. With a smaller pattern. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. What about a larger blue pattern? And then I could do the green and the blue. I love this blue. It's one of my favorite blues. Nope, don't like it for that cover. You don't have to take this long to figure things out. Nope. Or you can take this long to figure things out. Now this has, I think this one came from England in a swap from Cheryl. Oh, isn't that pretty with that green right there? This might be, this is kind of red, a little bit different, a darker version of that maybe. That might be it. I might want to go with, I mean, it's not as whimsical and fun, but it's got colors and would be fun. It does have a little bit of orangey yellow. So hold on, let me figure this out. So would I rather do it with the yellow? I mean this cream, that, or the Tim Holtz? Where's that one? Oh, can you imagine if I triple layered this? Hold on. Because that's a larger pattern, that's a tiny pattern, and this would be a big pattern. It's a bit much, isn't it? I still might want to do it though. Because these would just be peeking out a little bit, and that would... I don't know, you have to let me know what you think. I'm thinking this one for the spine. And if I don't use it for the spine, I can use it on the inside. But it's got, that pink is not quite that pink, but you know, it's at least got a pinkish tone to it. And look, see this right here is like the same color as his ears almost. So I'm thinking this. It's just the layering bits I'm not sure about. But I can always do the inside, which, see what my pieces are here. I can do, these are what are going to show. Do a little bit of green there. We could just do the green on the inside even. I don't know. I don't like the green with the orange necessarily. I could do this on the inside. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do this on the inside. And then do the yellow and green. It seems like a lot. Alright, I'm keeping the blue out just in case. Since I've got this on the inside, that blue I might like. And this green could still work with that blue because it is, they're both small patterns, but one is far apart and one is close together. So that does work for me as well. Alright, I'm keeping these together. I haven't made a decision yet, but that's my thought process and how things happen around here. And then everything's out of the box, and I don't want to fold it to put it back in, so it gets all smushed back in the box. And like Gail, Augustinelli. When I say Gail, it's always Augustinelli. I don't iron, so just glue it on and stretch it out when I glue it on, that's all. I have other fabrics that also could work, but those are my bright colored fabrics that I have. I didn't pull out any of my like ticking and whatnot, because with little golden books, I like to do a little bit more of a bright, colorful fabrics. Or even if they're, I mean, these aren't as bright, but they're colorful. They get color. They're colorful. So that is where we stand. Next video that I do with this journal, I should have my fabrics picked out, and I will hopefully have already made, I guess I could make them on, I guess I'll be making the spine. So this time I think I'm going to sew the spine piece and have it ready to go, and then do the spine, the piece, the card piece, you know, like the back of the notebook, the something board, the board for the spine. We'll add that in, we'll add our fabric in, do any sewing that needs to happen as far as like ruffles and fabric flips and anything like that. Now that I've done that, do I want to, nope, if I do ruffles, these three are enough to do ruffles with. Brings those fabrics and patterns into the rest of the book, which makes me happy. Alright, I hope you guys have a delightful day. I hope this has been instructive and not confusing. You know it's confusing when you turn your signatures upside down. There we go. So there we go. Those are the signatures to go with the little golden book journal. Did I flip through them real quick? Because I know some of you were very concerned about how grungy the pages were with the journal, but with the book. But this particular book doesn't have like a ton of color in it anyway. So I think if you're gonna do grungy pages, especially if you've got like some bright colors mixed in there, I think it can work. And then we've got the coffee dyed pages in there as well. And I'm thinking, you know, 2 signatures is enough. I know a lot of people do 3, 4, 5 signatures in a little golden book. But I think 2 is enough for me personally, because if that's like 15 pages, 30, you know, say it's 15 pages in each signature and you have 2 signatures, well, that's 15 times 4, which is 60, and 2 signatures, that's 120 pages. That's plenty. Yeah, I'm going to cover this part, but I didn't want to move, you know, I didn't want to delete that part. Or I could even go like this, and then only that part shows over there, and then have that be over here. And then I could just cut off that end piece even to use somewhere else, and have that still be like a pocket or whatever, or have it be a bigger pocket. Pull my pages all over the place. Alright, we were looking through here to see, weren't we? Alright, so I am curious, the people that said it just seemed too grungy for a Bambi book, do you still agree with your first opinion, or have I changed your mind? Or do some of the pages work and some don't? That's probably going to be your answer, but you know, because that might be a little too grungy for you. But it's not right next to a journal page. And, you know, I think it's fun. But I am curious for the people that aren't afraid to give me their opinion. I love you guys. I hope you all have a delightful day, and you'll see me in the next video. Every time I say I'll see you in the next video, it creeps me out, thinking, don't worry, I can't see you. Alright, love you guys. Have a delightful day. Bye.